HC has streaming television services available in the Gigahood, delivered over our blazing fast fiber internet. Choose TV to fit your family's needs. Enjoy our basic package with all the local channels, or try the extended basic package with sports, news, music, and family entertainment. Download the Your TV Green app and use your Amazon Fire Stick to start watching today. Still need internet? Go to www.telcirco.com and choose the Connect Me button to complete the fiber connection form, and we'll take care of the rest.
Welcome to Ace Cuts Barbershop, a locally owned and family-oriented shop. Our professional team consists of Chase, Scotty, and Jake, and we strive for perfection in every haircut. It's also more than just cutting hair for us. We build great relationships and friendships with everyone that walks through our doors. So come in and see Chase and the crew at 1649 Salina Road, St. Mary's. Let's go Riders!
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their three-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
I'm Larry Gruber, longtime educator and St. Mary's wrestling coach. If you're in need for any electrical upgrades, whether big or small, for your business or home, reach out to Sean Barnett Electrical at 567-259-8343. Wondering what it would cost to have a generator for your home or business? Contact Sean Barnett Electrical for a complimentary estimate for installation and yearly maintenance. Trying to do electrical work on your own can be shocking and painful. Yow! I'm in Sean's corner, and Sean will be in yours for all your electrical needs.
The importance of quality driver's education for our teens is essential. Capabilities has provided classroom and in-car driving instruction for St. Mary's and surrounding communities for over 20 years. Live classroom and online options are available for our students. Capabilities also administers the Ohio BMV driver's exam for our students and the general public. Contact Capabilities today to learn more about our driver's education services.
Calling all riders. Salina Cycle Center has all of your motorcycle, dirt bike, ATV, and e-bike needs. Need tires, parts, cleaning supplies, and riding apparel? Salina Cycle Center has you covered. If your bike needs tuned up or accessorized, mechanic and owner Aaron Schmidt will have you back on the road or trails. Stop in and see us at 6869 US Route 33 or check out our Facebook page at Salina Cycle Center. Let's ride!
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Unkrich Stadium in Galion, Ohio. Today is August 22nd. We are here for the Roughriders and their competition tonight with the Galion Tigers. I'm Zach Farrell on play-by-play tonight. Joining me, Doug Spencer, color commentary. Doug, what do you think about Roughrider football finally being here?
Well, it's very exciting that we're going to kick off the 2025 season on the trip here, Zach. You know, I'm thinking about Rider Nation Station, where we started and where we've come, and this is going to be the start of year number 7, starting in 2019. All is tape delay, COVID hits, and puts us in a perfect situation to be able to live stream. We were in a situation going into this contest, we weren't totally certain if we were going to be able to live stream, and we really want to thank the Galion superintendent and athletic director for helping us finally get this up and running from Galion, so a lot of kudos to them. However, with the late permission, we are running this, what I call our soccer-style broadcast. It's a much smaller package, 2 cameras, some replays, so it'll be a little bit different than what you're accustomed to because the production trailer did not make it here. So that's a little bit about Rider Nation Station. But, yeah, we want to talk about the St. Mary's Memorial Roughriders under Coach Bo Fry and what they did last year and what we look for in the 2025 season.
Another little behind-the-scenes reason why we're here tonight, this season, Joe Hurlburt is going to be going to a lot of Van Buren games. His grandson is the quarterback, and so we're so happy that he's able to get to some of those Van Buren home games, able to see his grandson play quarterback. So Joe will be here for a lot of our games. I think he's going to be here for the next 4, but tonight you got the B crew, and I'm excited to be here with you, Doug. For those uninitiated, the Riders take on the Galion Tigers tonight. Galion is a Division 4 team in Region 14. They come in the Mid-Ohio Athletic Conference. Their head coach is Matt Dick. He's been there for 10 years. Last year they were 7-4, just 4-3 in their conference. But they played the OG in the playoffs. They lost to OG, but they played them very strong. Went down to the end. I think they lost 14-7. This is a team that only graduated 5 seniors, bringing back a lot of players. They're going to be coming out tonight ready to win, ready to avenge that loss in the playoffs last year.
A couple players to take a look at for Coach Dick's team is the quarterback, number 17, Aiden Schmidt. He came in about halfway through the season. He's got a good set of legs on him, typically not by design, but he can make things happen when he's in the pocket or scrambling, and he has a nice arm on him. So he is a dual threat that the St. Mary's Roughrider defense is going to have to be concerned about. Favorite target is going to be number 0, Jacob Chambers, and Jacob is a 180-pound, 6'1" senior, and so those are a couple guys that we got to take a look at on the offensive side. Of key importance to note, our notes, we definitely were on the lookout for linebacker number 3, Trevor Shifley. Last year, as a junior linebacker, Trevor had 100 tackles, and he led the MOAC, the Mid-Ohio Athletic Conference, that the Galion Tigers are part of, and forced fumbles. He was a playmaker. And you didn't get to see it. We did not come on and show their senior night, but all fall sports were recognized. And we saw number 3, Trevor Shifley, just in his jersey with shorts on and a boot on his foot. So Trevor Shifley will not be out there on the field tonight. Then number 55, Zach Sally. He is an impressive defensive player. He's going to hit you. He's going to make things happen for the Tigers, and we'll be on the lookout for number 55, Zach Sally, and see what kind of impact that he makes through the course of this contest.
I also had a coach from another MOAC team. I reached out to him, happened to know him. He told me a little secret sauce here. He said, watch out for Kurt and Kane Hayes, both sophomores. They're twins. Not sure where they're going to be playing, but they're incredible athletes, so we'll see if we call for them this year.
It'll be interesting to see if the Twins do make it onto the field. And for the St. Mary's Roughriders, who last year under Coach Bo Fry ended up second place in the WBL, 7-2 with losses to Defiance and Wapakoneta, and then ended up 10-3 overall. And you know, it was kind of fun. One of the great things about Rider Nation Station is very easily you can go check out how things were last year and checking out the ending of week 1 and week 2, the heroic kids and what they pulled off with our home game, week 1 versus Miami Trace. I'm pretty certain everybody thought that we were done week 1. And all of a sudden, our senior quarterback this year, who was a junior, threw a bomb, a 41-yard bomb to Parker Beam. 40 seconds were on the clock. It was just a beautiful, beautiful flag route and a phenomenal catch. Here come the Riders, as you see on the screen, and an amazing catch, an amazing throw. And then Brady Triplett says, I can do one better the following week against a team that everybody thought was going to win the state, Tip City, at Tip City, in the All Glaze Equipment Skybox, by the way. And with 13 seconds on the clock, the snap was made, and Brady Triplett puts a 25-yard field goal through the uprights to win 16-14. Then we went on to week 3 at Piqua, and London, who ended up losing in the second-to-last game to the eventual state champion, beat us 30-7. And so we've got a lot of seniors from last year's crew, 22, I believe, that have graduated, and so it's time to see who's going to step up and fill in the gaps to make things happen. And we do have some significant returners coming back for this year as well.
Yeah, I was I was thinking about it, calculating it as we were getting ready to go here. It's 9 months and 1 week since that loss to London, and you know that there's so many of these players who were juniors and sophomores last year that have just had that bad taste in their mouth. Ran into a buzzsaw that third week, had an amazing first couple weeks of the playoffs, ran into the buzzsaw against London. This is their chance tonight to get back on the field. I'm sure they've been working hard in the offseason. I also want to point out, as you see, as we pan across the screen here, despite the hour and 45-minute drive, look how many Roughrider fans are here in the stands. You know, some people think that with Rider Nation Station, people aren't going to show up for our away games. It's just not true. We still turn out. Rider fans still come out, and they're here ready to root on the Roughriders.
And that's an excellent point in the day that Rider Nation Station would have that negative impact on people coming to watch in person. That's when things would have to definitely be changed for us. Last year we talked about Aiden Meinerding being a significant role on the offense. How about fullback Caleb Schmidt in a powerful, powerful backfield last year? And Caleb was able to garner 900 yards, and that is with the balls being handed off left and right to Colton Mabry and Kenny Osborne. And so it's going to be fun to see what Caleb Schmidt and company is able to do. I'd like to give a shout out to new sponsor would be Caleb Schmidt's dad and the Salina Cycle Center. So that's a great addition that we have. And,
sponsoring our touchdowns.
Sponsoring the touchdowns.
I think Caleb Schmidt will have a lot of chances to
should be pretty apropos there.
Yeah.
We should see a lot of play out of Dylan Fink, Luke Rammel. This was kind of amazing to me when I looked it up. Trey Moore, Jr. Mm-hmm. It seems like Trey's been around for a long time because he was starting to see some special team play as a freshman, and it just seems like Trey has been around for a long time. Most of the offensive line graduated last year. Xander Post returns. We're going to see Matthew Murray. And then on the defensive side, we got a couple key returners. Owen Ott, we've been calling his name since he was a freshman as well. Yep. Just a junior. Taylor Compton, same way. Expect big-time things out of those two. And then we mentioned him with the win with Miami Trace. Junior Parker Beam, we should see him on both sides of the ball as well.
Of course, led by Aiden Meinerding at quarterback, returning for his senior year after starting pretty much all of last season at quarterback. Excited to see what he can do.
It's getting ready for the Varsity Lanes kickoff in time and temp. Right now, I don't know what the temp is, but the sun's beating down on my back, and it feels like it's 112 degrees.
It is 6:59. They're getting ready. They're going to let them kick it off maybe a little bit early here. They're going to stand there and wait till it hits that. It is 78 degrees, though, here on the field. Doesn't feel that bad, to be honest. It is beating down on our backs, but this is great. It's been feeling like football weather, and by the time this continues, I think it's going to continue that way.
So here is the 2025 inaugural Varsity Lanes kickoff And number 40, Braylon Beakey, is set to get things started for the 2025 season. And it's a good boot down to Trey Moore, who's going to catch it in the end zone for the touchback. Good foot by number 40, Braylon Beakey, senior, 6'7", 240-pounder.
Yeah, that's one of those that you hope maybe Trey Moore can take it out, run it back, but can't do that in high school. Once it passes the goal line, automatic touchback.
We mentioned Salina Cycle Center as a new advertiser. You're also going to hear Money Down, sponsored by Ace Cuts Barbershop. The Extra Point by Eagle Own Company in Salina, thanks to Sandy Wang there. And Dr. Compton is returning as a sponsor. So here we go, right up the middle, and it's just going to be nothing. Not a good defensive play. Looks like number 2, Sam Evans, might have caused some interference there.
Yeah, just an attempt at a trap from Caleb Schmidt there. You can see Aiden Meyerding under center, Luke Rammel at halfback, and Caleb Schmidt at fullback. Caleb Schmidt's going to get a lot of touches tonight.
Meyerding.
Dylan Fink also in the backfield.
Little pitch to Schmidt. Schmidt gets to the outside, gets hit once, twice. He's going to be out of bounds with about a 3-yard gain. Caleb Schmidt. Again, want to make this known that we are running our small package. We couldn't bring the production trailer. You're not going to see all the bells and whistles that you typically will see throughout the rest of our season. But we're just very blessed and very pleased that Galion administration was able to let us live stream tonight's contest. So thank you. And again, realize that this is a small package. Minor ding. Rammel went in motion. There's Schmidt up the gut. We got a penalty. We got a Roots Pub penalty from the backfield. Rammel went in motion.
Unfortunately, yep, showing chop block.
Flag on the play. Illegal block. Preliminary signal.
I think I could see from the referee that he was saying that it was a high-low block, so somebody was hitting at the bottom and hitting at the top at the same time. Can't do that. Do we have a replay by chance?
And we will see that. We've seen that called against us with the Roots penalty infraction multitudes of times in the past, and it takes the first series, and we see it here.
Yeah, it's tough.
In 2025.
On that trap, those guards, one stands the guy up, the other one comes in and tries to take over at the hip.
Referees doing a little conferring, making certain they have the ball marked
no, they marked it a
properly.
Down. It's not a loss of down.
I think it was 3rd and 8. They're showing 3rd and 15 now. Yep, making certain that they marked it off properly.
Near the 11-yard line.
Yeah, the penalty looked like it was in the backfield or at the line of scrimmage, so that does look more accurate there.
Puts it to 3rd and 19. Handoff and just nothing to Schmidt. Coach Matt Dix, defensive line, linebacker core stepping up and putting a stop deep into the Roughrider territory. So we're going to see number 41, senior Brady Triplett, come out. He is standing 2 yards deep into the Roughrider end zone. Looks like Taylor Compton has the long snap responsibility.
Brady Triplett punting.
Triplett does big-time wonders for the Roughriders that were pinned deep, and it's going to be downed at the Galion Tiger 44-yard line. Going to see for the first time the Roughrider defense under the leadership of Coach Nick Yale.
Got a lot of seniors returning on this defense. Logan Childs at DB, Cole Mullins course, Owen Ott, and the big one with Compton.
Big time run by 27, who we do not have listed on the roster.
Going to hand the ball off a lot. Or also, when they're not handing the ball off, the quarterback is scrambling a lot. Had almost 500 yards in just half a season last year at quarterback.
Thanks to Larry Schaff Auto Sales replay, Matt Murray steps up and just throws down number 17, Aiden Schmidt, the quarterback, who kept it, tried to run, and found just a couple inches on that play.
9.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 9 for the Galion Tigers.
Sends Hay in motion, gets a little pitch, and he's got some speed. That's a little bit of that scouting report that you got. He's one of the two twins. He's a 5'8" sophomore, and they sent him in motion, and boy, he's got some nice jets and made a little bit of a nice run there. It's going to present 3rd down and 2 for the Galion Tigers. Got referee stopping play here.
Sending the kid out of. Does he not have a shoe on? Yeah. I can't tell.
Number 9, Dominic Capretta, has to come out. Coming in for him is number 13, Cohen Adams. Not certain what they saw, perhaps blood or some equipment malfunction. Here we are, 3rd and 2. Hand off to number 27, gets around one rider, but there is number 79, Matt Murray, to get a good wrap, and a host of other Rough Riders. Matthew Murray got a loss of 3 yards, presents 4th and 5.
Oh, that was a huge 3rd down for the Riders.
That was huge. Good job by that defensive line of Coach Nick Yale.
Should say that Ace Cuts Barbershop money down.
And we have a Miller's Funeral Home timeout. So with this 4th and 5 coming up, we'll take timeout. We'll be right back.
Go see Eagle Loan Company in Salina when you need a little extra. Loans made easy, payments made affordable, loans subject to credit approval. Conditions apply.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
Coming out of that Miller Funeral Home timeout, it is 4th and 5. This is a huge play for the Rough Rider defense.
8:15 left here in the clock in the first quarter. And biggest play yet for the Riders.
Defense stepped up well on the last play. Schmidt's going to roll. He is looking to throw back. And he gets loose, and he's going to get a 1st down. That's going to be a nightmarish 4th and 5 for the Rough Riders. And
everybody did a great job of calling it out. Just not good job tackling there.
Schmidt, quick throw. He's going to hit number 1, Trey Longwell. Well executed pitch and catch game there between Schmidt and Longwell. Gain of 8. 2nd and 2.
Call that a jailbreak screen. Just a quick pass to the wide receiver. Send your lineman out blocking for him. Kitten ran it to perfection for many years.
Schmidt, the quarterback. 27 with him, handed off to 27. We don't have his name at this point. Number 11, Dylan Fink, stops him initially and then brings him down. Here we have the Larry Schaff Auto Sales replay. Fink steps up, boom. Good hard run by the unnamed 27, not listed on the roster. Got 2 men in motion. And off to 11. Wrapped up by a host of Roughrider defenders, including number 32, Taylor Compton.
Number 11, Camden Kuhlman.
Taylor Compton on the tackle.
Another good tackle from Taylor Compton.
You sure you read that Varsity Lane's time and temp off right? Because it's like a greenhouse in here.
We had to close the door. We lost all of our
airflow.
Airflow, yep. Kuhlman.
Kuhlman. They're
Kuhlman, the ball carrier,
running right up the gut, and it's now 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. It is a ace cuts money down, and this is huge for the Rough Riders. 5:44 as you see. We've got 3rd and goal from the 4.
Galion likes to run a lot of I formation pro sets here. Saw him practicing this behind the game. Did a little handoff, just a little off tackle.
Braxton Stuckman, the ball carrier for Galion.
Zach Myers in for a tackle there.
Zach Myers on the stop.
All right, defense, it is 4th and goal from the 1. Defensive line trying to get the Rough Rider faithful across the way from us to make some noise.
5 minutes left here in the first quarter, and Galion is not sending out their field goal team. They're going for this, Doug.
Schmidt tapping the helmet twice, barking the signal. And we're going to have a Miller Funeral Home timeout at the 4:38 mark. 4th and goal from the 1. Miller Funeral Home timeout. We'll be right back.
St. Mary's traditions include football, SMAB, and Fowler's TV. Founded in 1957 by Richard and Peggy, Fowler's TV is celebrated, like a Rough Rider first down, for its dedication to high-quality electronics, custom installations of indoor and outdoor TVs, Sonos sound systems, surveillance systems, and so much more. With 12 months of special financing available on approved credit, shopping local has never been better. Fowler's knowledgeable and friendly staff uphold the tradition of exceptional customer care, servicing only what they sell with the same or next day service.
All right, here it is. Set it up. 4th and goal from the 1. 4:38 in the first quarter of action. Number 7 gets a handoff. I think he stopped right. And yes, he is. Big time. Spring Street Storage turnover on downs. Incredible by that defensive line.
Great job up front from the Riders. Immediately just wondering what Galion was doing. Looked at for a second like he wasn't trying to hand it off, but then he did. Had nowhere to go with the ball. Instant penetration from the D-line. Good job filling from Taylor Compton.
Can you say huge? 4th and goal from the 1. Now the Rough Riders are in a little bit of a precarious situation, being that close to the end zone.
Well, I tell you what, you got a senior Xavier Post at center. I'm just QB sneaking. That's why I'm not calling the plays.
But Aiden Minerding handed the ball off, running over to offensive coordinator. Looks like Seth Voorhees. gets the call, and Aiden coming back.
Sam Eastout.
Yeah,
It is 2nd and 9. Ball's sitting on the 2-yard line.
I think that was number 19, Cameron Galion.
4 minutes, 5 seconds to go in this first quarter of action here. Turns. There's Schmidt. Schmidt keeps those legs a-chopping, and he gets a Fowler's TV first down. Let's check it out on the Larry Schaff Auto Sales replay.
Just a nice little off-tackle run here from the fullback position. Nothing too fancy up front, just smash-mouth football, and Caleb Schmidt just runs a guy over. Rumbling, bumbling, carrying another guy another 3 yards. That's good Roughrider football running.
Gives a little bit of breathing room. However, we're still in deep territory. Aiden Meinerding turns. Nothing there on the handoff to Schmidt. Maybe he leaned forward for a yard and a half.
Yeah, tried to run a similar play from a different formation. Give Galion something different to look at. Ran it to the other side this time. Problem with that side is that's where number 55 is for Galion, Zach Sally, and he's a stud. You've got to put 2 guys on him if you're going to try to run it to that side.
Sally, a 6'1", 223-pound senior, wreaking some havoc against the Roughriders offensively. Fink tries to sweep, spins, gets somewhere. Going to gain just a couple there. It's going to move the ball to the 15-yard line, gain of 2.
Cameron Kuhlman, we saw him on the offense, did a nice job of flowing to the ball that time. Didn't make the tackle, but disrupted things. Good job, though, by Dylan Fink also breaking off that tackle and getting what little yards he could from that.
Meinerding coming back from receiving the call. Trey Moore in. Trey Moore going out wide. 3rd down 6. Almost 2 minutes to go in this first quarter of action here at Galion. Pitch, little reverse. Nope, faked it. And Schmidt is going to be stopped shy. It's going to bring out Brady Triplett for his 2nd punt of this first quarter of action. Good thought. Love seeing the potential reverse there, but it was faked and just did not get the yardage that was designed.
Yeah, I didn't see, even if he hands that off for the reverse, there was a lot of people in the backfield. Galion's doing a nice job of staying in their positions. You don't see them overflowing, biting on any fakes.
Triplett standing on the 2-yard this time instead of 2 yards in the end zone. Gets a punt off. Not going to be as sweet as the initial punt, but it's going to be out, looks like, at the Roughrider 45-yard line.
Minute 18 left here in the first quarter. Galion's got a nice field position here on their 2nd drive. Going to be knocking on that Dr. Mike Compton neck and back pain relief center red zone here. They can string together a couple of first downs.
I'd like to also thank St. Mary's Foundry once again being our highlight reel sponsor. Well, hopefully we see some great Roughrider highlights, and tomorrow you can watch the highlight reel.
Should definitely see that 4th down stop.
Hey, the sophomore twin, he gets the call again. He gets about 8 yards. The same play that he ran the first time for about 8 yards. So the intel that you had is spot on. Number 4, Kane Hay, 5'8", 157-pound sophomore. We did find who number 27 is in the backfield that has had several nice runs. Number 5, Braxton Stuckman.
Number 5 on the roster, number 27 tonight, I guess.
Little swing pass. There's missed tackle 1, 2, and about 10 extra yards of gain.
Guess who that was?
The other Hay. Here we see
Hay.
44 on the stop.
Parker Beam just couldn't bring down Kurt Hay, and he gets another 10 yards. So seeing a couple haymakers thrown at us here real quick from the twin tandem, Kane and Kurt. and has St. Mary's defense on their heels. 1st and 10 on our 24. Schmidt tucks it. Gets by a couple Rider defenders and brought out by Taylor Compton, the junior linebacker. Good patience, as you see here from Schmidt. Looks right, he's going to fake. Nope, going to bring it left, and nice job with the legs, which we talked about in pregame, that he's going to give you two options, throwing the ball and able to tuck and run. And St. Mary's brought him down 9 yards later, 2nd and 1 from the Roughrider 15.
Yeah, completely faked out a couple St. Mary's defenders.
Chambers trying to get the outside. He does. There's a Roots penalty flag.
Yeah, it's going to be holding what the Galion wide receiver. Watch him out here on Trey Moore. Top of your screen, number 13. Trey Moore's coming in there to make the play.
Definitely.
Just a little grab there, twisted him.
Great camera work by our twins upstairs, Justin Chisholm and Ross Henshin. And the Roots penalty against the Galion Tigers is going to bring the ball back to the 19-yard line.
Brings the Tigers still into that Dr. Mike Compton Neck and Back Pain Relief Center red zone. Got 10 seconds counting down here in the first quarter. Not sure if they're going to try to get a playoff or not.
Schmidt from the shotgun, throws it. Connects with number 10, Jamison Glue. A little bit of a advancement down the field, not much, and that's going to bring to a conclusion the first quarter of action in this 2025 season here at Galion. We're going to take a break. We'll be back to bring you quarter number 2.
I don't always put a new roof on my house, but when I do, I call Eric Anderson with Grand Lake Roofing.
If you're looking for a fast, reliable, trustworthy roofing service, give myself and my team a call at Grand Lake Roofing, 567-890-ROOF.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Roughrider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Roughrider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery.
Alrighty, back here. Hand off to Hay trying to get to the outside. He's able to stay in bounds, and it's going to be brought down about the 4-yard line.
Nothing too complicated about it, just a jet sweep to Hay. He's got a lot of speed, and riders are not adjusting well to it. Nobody's crashing, disrupting that in the backfield.
During that quarter break, you saw Grand Lake Roofing, and stay tuned to next week as you'll see a new Grand Lake Roofing commercial that is going to be a special one. Man in motion, fakes. Schmidt gets wrapped up by Zach Myers. Called Myers' name a couple times. Here we have the Larry Schaff Auto Sales replay. Step up, number 0. Gives a little help from Trey Moore and gets stopped at the 5-yard line. Goes back a yard. Good defensive play there.
Yep, faked the jet sweep there.
Schmidt, Stuckman, number 27. Little flip to Kurt Hay this time. Hay's going to find his way into the end zone. for the 6-0 lead at the 11-14 mark in the second quarter. Here you see how the other Hay, nice block by Stuckman there.
Yeah, number 4 as well, the other Hay. Pretty nice block. Kind of twisted his guy, thought he may get a call there, but did a good job of letting go of him when he got completely twisted. That just ran the exact same play, but then instead of the quarterback keeping it, they handed it off to Hay on that little end around. Blocked very well down the field.
Beachy on to do the extra point. It's up, it's blocked. There's a St. Mary's Foundry highlight reel. Nice block. Here it is on the Larry Schaff Auto Sales.
Trey Moore came around quick on the outside, but I don't think he actually blocked it. I think he disrupted it enough, though, that it...
Yeah, it looks like it was in the middle. Somebody got a big paw on it.
Yep.
All righty, we're going to take a break for commercials and come back with the Varsity Lanes kickoff.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
JT's provides unique menu selections in a casual atmosphere you're sure to love. Whether you stop by for a meal or catch a game in the bullpen, make yourself at home and enjoy. Food, friends, fun. JT's Brew and Grill. Come dine with us today.
And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
Miller Funeral.
All righty, BG getting ready for that Varsity Lanes kickoff, and because of the blocked Eagle Loan Company of Salina PAT, it is only 6-0. Moore catches it at the 1, steps back in the end zone. He gets hit hard, but he keeps him moving, and he's going to be pulled backwards at about the 12-yard line. He takes that initial hit.
He kept the ball out of the end zone. I guess that's why it was legal there. We'll have to ask what rules of the game this week. Try to figure that out with Bill Krug. I think Trey Moore and Coach Fry are going to look at the film this week and really wish that he would have gotten a little bit closer to that wall, because they had a lot of wall in front of him. He could have really done something with that return. Just allowed one of the Galion defenders to get in there a little bit, disrupt things.
All righty. Aiden Minerding barking out the instructions in the huddle. Schmidt, the fullback, gets the handoff. Nope, it's a fake. Minerding throws just shy of finding number 11, Dylan Fink. Just a little too low on that throw. Nice job on the fake, as I thought Schmidt was running up the gut. Brings second down and 10. Once again, want to make an announcement that late availability for us to do this game. We were only able to do it with what we were calling the small package, so you're not seeing all the bells and whistles that you will see the rest of the season. Thanks to Galion for allowing us to bring this game to Rider Nation. Fink. Got the counter to Fink, keeps his feet, spins. Boy, the one thing about that defense is they do swarm. They've been hitting, and you're seeing lots of blue jerseys, as you're going to see here on this Larry Schaff Auto Sales replay. They swarm after that initial hit.
Yeah, and they don't fall for the fakes. You know, one or two guys go for that, but everybody else is in their position. They're not flowing to the right, going after what the fake. They're staying back, and that's what that counter was designed to try to take advantage of, is on that left side of the line. And you want all those guys to start running down the line where they think the ball's going, and then you counter back the other way. Galion's impressed me so far with their defense, but that's not surprising when you had so many starters returning.
St. Mary's finds themselves in another 3rd and long situation. Meinerding throws over the top of the head of Grady Hughes. And again, we have a punt situation where Brady Triplett's coming in to punt deep in the Roughrider territory.
Good idea. Not a bad ball, but just not accurate. Wide receiver was pretty open and would have had a first down.
Referees are stopping play here, making certain something is corrected. This is the 3rd Brady Triplett punt. The first one 2 yards deep into the end zone. The second one from the 2-yard line. And this one, it looks like he's standing just ahead of the goal line.
And there's a problem with the equipment on the Galion kick punt returner. They sent him out of the game.
And I think time adjustment.
Yep. That was Kane Hay out of the game, sent somebody else in.
Cameron Smith, number 15, checks in. Reset the clock to 10.
And guess who's kick returner now? Quarterback Aiden Schmidt. Athletic player on Galion's side.
Triplett again on the 2-yard line, receives it, boots it away, good rush, great spiral punt to Schmidt, catches it on the 47.
Ooh, ball's out!
And good recovery by number 1, Trey Longwell. Sees that ball pop out, and he jumps on it quickly.
He was down by number 11.
Good interventions by Roughrider teammates against Owen Ott there, their own player. Catches it on the 43. Here you're going to see it pop out by Dylan Fink. And there's Longwell just in the right spot. Great play.
He's the only
by Longwell to make that stay Tiger ball.
Yeah, he's the only Galion player around that ball. Just happened to be right place, right time.
A lot of conferences with the referees.
Well, you know, it's first game for the players, first game for the referees.
First game for Rider Nation Station.
9:53 left here in the second quarter. Galion now trying to add to their lead. Rider defense needs to make another stop. I think the offense, got to get the St. Mary's offense back on the field and get them some experience, get some momentum back for them.
I think we've called one Fowler TV touchdown, or excuse me, first down. There was going to be a second one, but was brought back with that Roots penalty. So the offense is really not click on the cylinders it needs to. There's number 0, Jacob Chambers. He's an offensive threat with his feet and his hands. Hasn't been targeted too much thus far, but has a nice 5-yard, 6-yard gain on that run right there. Second down and 4. St. Mary's is 43-yard line.
Yeah, Galion's just figured out, hey, we're just going to run our guys sideways, and St. Mary's just not adjusting well, putting anybody in place that can really make plays out there in space.
Schmidt throws out to who I just mentioned, Jacob Chambers. Picks up.
Pass complete to Chambers.
Not much on that.
Trey Moore on the stop.
Yeah, Chambers is their number 1 receiver, and he's a playmaker. He caught 43 passes last year for 603 yards and 9 TDs. Also rushed for 122 yards and had 2 scores on 14 carries.
Well, that was good for 2, and the Tigers just keep moving that ball forward. Here's Hay, sweeping left, finds a little opening, and he's going to get another first down for the Tigers. Patience of this sophomore runner on this Larry Schaff Auto Sales replay.
Yeah, see him run sideways there and just kind of stop, wait, where can I get to? Where's my lane? A lot of maturity, a lot of athleticism for a sophomore.
Yeah, you said it very well right there. A lot of maturity, a lot of athleticism, and he's been having a big game thus far with 8:52 to go in the first half of action here at Galion. Schmidt rolls out, can't find anything, tucks it. It's going to get hit hard by number 79, Matthew Murray.
Cole Mullins.
I believe Cole Mullins was in there as well, number 51 for the Rough Riders. again, the Tigers just keep moving the ball kind of as they want at this point against the Roughrider defense.
Yeah, it's tough because, you know, they've that first drive they ran so well up the middle with Stuckman, that you know, you can't take your linebackers outside.
Schmidt didn't like something that he saw, so he is calling for a Miller Funeral Home timeout. We'll be right back right after these messages.
Funeral Home has been serving the Roughrider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Roughrider community. Plus One Professionals Real Estate. We're dedicated to making your move smooth and stress-free with our Plus One perks and free use of our moving truck. Plus One Realty, where our agents always go the extra step. Plus One.
Are you looking for a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around. Check out our Facebook page for a full entertainment schedule and daily food specials.
Hey, coming in motion, Schmidt fakes it, goes up the middle, and he's going to be initially hit by Zach Myers, number 0, called his name a lot from the linebacker position. And it's going to be enough to move those sticks for a first down.
Galion just picking away at the Roughrider defense. I think we put a smaller package in there, had some guys a little further to the outside, just had one linebacker, so they decided to run up the middle. If we come back on the inside, they're going to run those outside sweeps.
Here's Stuckman. We haven't heard from him in a while. He gets a couple. The scoreboard sponsor, Sean Barnett Electric. Scoreboard is reading 6-0. Tigers up with 7:25 to go in this first half of action. Sean Barnett Electric moving from the red zone to the scoreboard. Thanks to Sean Barnett Electric.
It's going to be about 2nd and 6 here for the Tigers.
Schmidt hands off to Coleman. Coleman just keeps those feet a-moving. Gets to the 12-yard line. Big pickup again for the Tigers offense. Tigers have done a great job of keeping those chains moving. Roughriders have done some great things in that Dr. Compton red zone. Right there, number 79, Matthew Murray, sticks him up, and Coleman had nowhere to go. Number 79, Matthew Murray, 6 foot, 270-pound defensive lineman. All part of the stop. All right, it looks like a Miller's Funeral Home timeout was called on the Sean Barnett Electric scoreboard. Tigers 6, St. Mary's 0, 6:27 to go. We'll be right back.
For a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around. Check out our Facebook page for a full entertainment schedule and daily food specials. Roots Pub, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Hey there, Rough Rider Country. If you need a van, truck, car, SUV, motorcycle, camper, boat, or any other form of transportation, come on down to Schaff Auto Sales. I know you got vehicle needs, and I got needs too. I need to know that you got the right kind of truck to get the job done. And I need to know that you got a fun set of wheels to cruise around in. And I need to know that your kids are safe when you take them for a ride.
Thanks, Aaron High, the car guy.
I'm Aaron High, the car guy with Schaff Auto Sales. I sell cars to Roughrider fans because that's what I am and that's who I care about.
Schmidt throws, pumps twice, looking in the corner, might be picked, but no, Parker Beam could not bring it in. So what do you think Coach Yale was telling the defense there in that last Miller Funeral Home timeout, Zach?
Well, the Roughriders have prided themselves on being a bend but don't break defense, and we've seen that this game. You know, they did give up the one touchdown, but they had their goal line stand. An offense like Galion picking you apart all over the field, it gets harder when you get down here in the red zone because you got a lot more defenders. You can't stretch out the guys as much. You're not as concerned about them going over the top and throwing it deep down the field. So I think he was saying probably keep the receivers in front of you and watch for and keep.
Got to be a hold there. And it is. This is coming back no matter what. We've got a Roots penalty, Roots Pub penalty. We're going to have a hold in the backfield, and that's going to march the Tigers back. Might say that was bigger than Dallas right there against number 27, Braxton Stuckman, for the infraction.
Yeah, not even really close, just tackled the guy. Right out in the open, right in front of everybody.
So that third down, which could have been a touchdown if it weren't for that hold, presents another third down, which is going to be our Ace Cuts money down. Ball is placed on the 20-yard line. Third down, money down, Ace Cuts.
I'd like to see one of these linebackers maybe stay there and spy the quarterback a little bit. He likes to run when he scrambles. You assume they're passing here.
Wide open. Did he overthrow? Yes, he did. Oh, my.
Didn't see where number 4 came from. I don't know if it was out of the backfield or what, but, man, he was wide open on a wheel route. Oh, there he was. Came in motion across, ran a little flat, and then went up the sideline. Whew.
St. Mary's dodges one there. Presents fourth down.
Got some intel that the Galion kicker was hitting hitting field goals from the 30-yard line in practice, so he's got the leg. You mentioned that on the initial kickoff.
Beakey, he's got long legs. He is a frame of a kicker, 6'7", 240 pounds. We've got a delay of game. See if this Roots Pub penalty delay of game. See what this is going to do with Mr. Beakey. If he's out of range or not. Nope.
Keep in mind, last time he kicked, Roughriders blocked that extra point.
So we're looking at about a 42-yard field goal attempt here at the 6:10 mark. And not even close. All right, Spring Street Storage turnover there. The Roughrider does bend quite a bit. The Tigers come up empty on the Sean Barnett Electric scoreboard at 6:04 to go in the half. The Tigers, however, still possess a 6-point lead.
Sort of feeling like one of those games that the team that makes the most mistakes, either penalties or turnover-wise, is going to lose in the end because, you know, the Roughriders haven't shown that they can get a lot done offensively, but you feel like they're going to break through here, as the Roughrider offense usually does, and then it's going to be, okay, second half of the game, who's going to have a penalty here, who's going to have a turnover maybe, like swings that momentum.
I'm sure when we do our Gwinneri's halftime report and stats, not a lot of stats to report for the St. Mary's offense at this juncture. Fink with the handoff gets turned upfield. The ball might be loose. And we do, unfortunately, have a Spring Street Storage turnover against the Roughriders.
Let's watch this replay here. I was hoping they were going to say Fink was down, but He's working for yardage there, but just, carrying the ball out there on the right side, and it just gets hit, looks like right at the end there before he was down.
So was just mentioning at Guarneri's halftime stat report, not going to have a lot of offensive stats to report. Defensively, the time that they've been on the field in this first half. It's hot. They've been on this field a long, long time, and they've been in the red zone a lot. They've bent. They let one in. Let's see in the next possession for the Tigers what the Roughrider D can do to keep them, prevent them from adding to this lead.
Yeah, 5:56 left here in the second quarter.
Well, back-to-back Roots Pub penalties of delay of games against the Tigers. Don't see that very often, but that's definitely a bonus for this Roughrider defense, as they were on the 28-yard line. Now the Tigers march 5 back. They are first down and 15 from the 33. Schmidt drops back. Marlin's trying to get to him. It's lofted up, and it is going to be good at calling down at the 1-yard line. Number 0, Jacob Chambers. You're going to see this ball was really lofted up by Schmidt.
Mullins did a pretty good job of disrupting things, but
kind of a 50-50 ball if you can get there, but he got behind the defenders there, and nice 32-yard pitch and catch between Schmidt and Chambers presents first and goal from the 1-yard line in this Dr. Compton Neck and Back Pain Relief Center red zone down. I guess that second delay game didn't really matter. He's going to roll, he's going to tuck, and he's going to hit the pylon for another touchdown. Number 17, Aiden Schmidt, senior quarterback for the Galion Tigers.
Man, it looked like the Riders had enough guys there that they could get to him. He's shifty.
And again, talking about the maturity and letting things develop. We mentioned that with the sophomore. I probably learning that from the senior quarterback there is nice fake, nice little roll pass. Nope, he's going to tuck and run. He just let it develop and found the edge to the pylon, had 6 more points.
No panic. Nope, just and went right to the pylon, just try to touch the pylon with the ball. That's the easiest way to show the referee that you are crossing that goal line. Don't have to dive, don't have to get in the air, just reach it out there.
So the last Eagle Loan Company of Salina extra point was blocked, which presents the 2-point conversion here for the Tigers. Schmidt, plenty of times trying to find that corner. Oh! And he did get it across before he got hit. And adds here on the Larry Schaff Auto Sales replay. You're going to see a big hit, but he was a good yard deep. Yep. So on the Sean Barnett Electric scoreboard, it is 14-0. Tigers lead with 5:17 to go in the half. We'll be right back right after this.
Roughrider Country. If you need a van, truck, car, SUV, motorcycle, camper, boat, or any other form of transportation, come on down to Schaff Auto Sales. I know you got vehicle needs, and I got needs too. I need to know that you got the right kind of truck to get the job done. And I need to know that you got a fun set of wheels to cruise around in. And I need to know that your kids are safe when you take them for a ride.
Thanks, Aaron High, the car guy.
I'm Aaron High, the car guy with Schaff Auto Sales. I sell cars to Roughrider fans, because that's what I am, and that's who I care about.
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
Already back here for the Varsity Lanes kickoff. Beakey, number 40. Moore, Fink. Back deep. He's put him to the goal line the last couple of times. Does as well. Moore from the 1-yard line gets tripped up. And he's going to get the ball to about the 20-yard line on that Varsity Lanes kickoff. Stop in and see Jay and company at Varsity Lanes. Tell them Rider Nation Station said hello.
They did a lot. Trey Moore did a lot better job of getting closer to that wall. It just looks like he hit some bad grass there and tripped. Unfortunate. He's also limping a little bit, but there he's jogging now, so hopefully it's just a minor injury and he can be back out here for this Rider offense. They need as much help as they can get right now.
We've seen lots of offensive weapons from the Tigers, and we have seen not a whole lot of traction thus far from the Rough Riders. In motion is Fink. Dive to Rammel. Good pickup of 5.
Luke Rammel, the ball carrier.
Thought he got a little bit better than that. Thought that's a little rough spot for the Riders, but good job. Rough Rider coaches noticed something, that probably Galion not really covering up that tackle guard area, and might as well run right at him.
St. Mary's known for all of a sudden that big hole opening up and run for pay dirt, and that's what the Rough Rider faithful are hoping for, to close the gap on this Sean Barnett Electric scoreboard. But that presented about 1 yard, and it's going to be 3rd and 4. And we have called 3rd down quite often for the Rough Riders. See what Minerding has in store for the 11 in white and yellow. Schmidt gets tripped up. There's a penalty flag coming from way back. Roots Pub penalty. See if we can find anything of what the referee saw there.
Well, the last time flag was there, they called that high-low block again. That's what they're indicating.
So that Roots Pub penalty is going to go against St. Mary's here on the Schaff Auto Sales replay.
Watch Xander post a center right here. That's who they're saying it was on, but that's, I don't see it. Just because the defender falls to the ground, I didn't see any high-low block there.
Repeat 3rd down.
And it seemed that came in late, came in deep. The play was pretty much done, but nonetheless, that is a Roots Pub penalty, and St. Mary's finds themselves in trouble. 3rd down, 20 to go. Ball is on their own 11-yard line.
They're moving the ball again.
All right.
Now it's to the 13.
To the 13. 4 minutes in this first half of action. St. Mary's needs something to go their way here. Minerding steps back, lobs it up, looking for Hughes, but it's going to be picked off by number 1, Trey Longwell. Put the ball up for Hughes to run under. Just a little too much for Grady Hughes, and there's Longwell with the Spring Street Storage INT.
Well, it looks bad on the stat line, but that's about where you're going to punt this down anyway. So you tell your quarterback, throw it deep. If it gets picked off, you're hoping you don't give up a long interception return. But if it's one-on-one like that, you're usually not. So not a bad idea. Go deep, challenge some things, try to get some momentum. Now we need the Rider defense to step up a final time. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the second quarter. Galion Tigers up 14-0. Riders really need to get the ball back and try to answer here. Galion Tigers will be getting the ball in the second half, and you cannot go down 3 scores.
Schmidt, he's looking for it all. Going against Trey Moore, and it is caught and touchdown. And there comes the face mask call. We've been calling Longwell's number a lot, and Schmidt dials him up with a 50-yard bomb. There you see Moore trying to get anything to keep him from getting into the end zone, and he's going to get the face mask called against him in addition to that touchdown. Well, in this first half of action of the 2025 season, things not going swell for Coach Bo Fry's Roughriders.
No, I mean, that's just a one-on-one, throw it up and trust your guy that he's going to make a play on the ball. I think maybe they saw Trey Moore limping a little bit on the kick return and thought they could go after him. Trey Moore looked like he was running well, was really in good position. I mean, that's just that's Jacob Chambers, one of the stars of the MOAC from last year. So that's your senior wide receiver just going up and just making a good play on the ball. And not sure what's going on the field here.
There they call the personal foul. There they call the touchdown. So that Sean Barnett Electric scoreboard right now reads 20-0 with 3:31 left to play in this half. Here comes Beachy to try for that Eagle Loan Company of Salina extra point. He does get that extra. And on that Sean Barnett Electric scoreboard, it is now 21 for the Galion Tigers, 0 for the St. Mary's Roughriders.
Hi, I'm Jay Gibson, proud owner of Varsity Lanes since 2003. Visit Varsity Lanes for exceptional fun and mouth-watering food. Opt for our classic ham and cheese or choose from various other delectable options. Every Friday night, join Rough Rider fans in the lounge for food, drinks, and St. Mary's football. Can't make it? Takeout and delivery service is available. Varsity Lanes is your go-to spot for daily lunch specials and dinner options. Whether you dine in, take out, or opt for delivery, Varsity Lanes, locally owned and operated, and the home of state bowling champions, and where amazing dining meets fun. Tempted? Visit or call us now. Have you made the call yet?
We did.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
Alrighty, back here at Galion, the Unkridge Stadium, City Park. Beachy ready to kick off. Another Varsity Lanes kickoff favoring the Galion Tigers. He's just going to boot it out of the end zone.
Yeah, that face mask from that touchdown was assessed on the kickoff, and he didn't need 15 yards. He could put it in the end zone anyway, so Riders will take over from the 20. 3 minutes and 31 seconds left in the second quarter. A drive here and a touchdown would do wonders for their momentum, for their hope going into the second half. But if nothing else, just to get this offense clicking, so if nothing else for next week.
In the shotgun is Meinerding. Lone back Schmidt. Snap back to Meinerding. Quick pass to Fink. Can't pick up much of a run after the catch, but does move the sticks about 7 yards.
Good quick pass. Clock is running, but so are the Riders. Not wasting any time here.
Again, in the shotgun. Schmidt next to Meinerding. Now under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Same play. Same target.
Minor Dane's pass complete to Fink.
And we can move the sticks for St. Mary's, and we do have a Fowler's TV first down, thanks to Fowler's TV.
This is good little pass and catch here for the Riders. If Galion's going to give you that kind of a cushion, keep taking it.
Minor Dane shotgun, Schmidt on the other side of him, toward Rammel running toward Schmidt, but we're going to get a Roots Pub penalty with some movement. Going to march the Rough Riders back 5.
Dead ball, false start on the offense.
Cooper Glass, offensive guard there on the left side. Just started rocking too early.
So instead of being on the 31, the ball is now placed on the 26, first down and 15. St. Mary's has perfected 2 short little pass plays, moved the sticks, got the Fowler's TV, and see what Coach Bo Fry wants from his offense on this 1st and 15. We have, unbelievably, another delay of game. Can you say Roots Pub penalty one more time? This time the delay of game against the Rough Riders marches them back another 5. We now have first down and 20. Instead of being on the 31, we are on the 21.
That was odd. That didn't feel like 25 seconds had ticked off the clock. I mean, I don't want to. Penalties are penalties, but there's something odd going on with this crew and the clock, I think, tonight.
Minor Dane looks to his right, finds Grady Hughes. Grady gets a little bit of room before he is tackled by number 18, Kurt Hay.
Grady Hughes, just a junior, but 6'2", nice big target. I've seen him targeted a couple of times tonight.
Running. Smart play by Minor Dane. Was outside of the tackle box. Got it out of bounds, but they do throw the penalty flag there against Minor Dane.
I don't think he got the ball back to the line of scrimmage.
To the line of scrimmage, yes.
He honestly would have been better just throwing it at Caleb Schmidt's feet. But he's running for his life there. It's easy for us to say watching it up here.
So that's a big Roots Pub penalty going against the Rough Riders.
Yeah, loss of downs too.
Yep. The Rough Riders started this offensive series with 2 quick little out passes that led to a first down, and since then it's just led to a significant demise. They have gone from the 31-yard line now to the 13-yard line, and it presents third down.
And 1:34 left here in the second quarter. So here's the problem. You don't have enough time now to – Galion's going to get the ball back and have some shots at the end zone if you can't get a first down here.
Rammel in motion. And a Roots Pub penalty. Illegal procedure against the Rough Riders. Going to march them back 5 more yards.
I didn't see it. I saw him point. I saw the guard point, but I didn't see a flinch there. I really hope they didn't call that based on a point. That's pretty typical for offensive linemen.
Third down and 32 from the Rough Riders 7. Go up the gut to Schmidt, gets tripped up. Had a little bit of room to operate, gets tripped up by the quarterback, number 17, Aiden Schmidt, who's playing some defensive back, and it's going to present another punt for Brady Triplett, who's going to be back in his end zone once again for his 4th punt of this first half.
Well, the Tigers have used their timeouts, and so Riders are able to let this go all the way down. They got 14 seconds left on their play clock, so they're going to get this down to about 45 seconds here. So they're going to take as much off as they can.
Looks like we're going to get a Miller Funeral Home timeout called by Coach Bo Fry, and that comes at the 47-second mark on the Sean Barnett Electric scoreboard. The Tigers 21, St. Mary's 0. We'll be right back.
C has streaming television services available in the Gigahood, delivered over our blazing fast fiber internet. Choose TV to fit your family's needs. Enjoy our basic package with all the local channels, or try the extended basic package with sports, news, music, and family entertainment. Download the Your TV Green app and use your Amazon Fire Stick to start watching today. Still need internet? Go to www.telcirco.com and choose the Connect Me button to complete the fiber connection form, and we'll take care of the rest.
Welcome to Ace Cuts Barbershop, a locally owned and family-oriented shop. Our professional team consists of Chase, Scotty, and Jake, and we strive for perfection in every haircut. It's also more than just cutting hair for us. We build great relationships and friendships with everyone that walks through our doors. So come in and see Chase and the crew at 1649 Salina Road, St. Mary's. Let's go Riders!
Alrighty, back here at Unkrich Stadium, 47 ticks on the clock in the first half. Triplett once again standing at the 1-yard line to punt. He's had some good punts in difficult situations. See what the 4th punt presents for the senior. Ooh.
All-out blitz from Galion, just barely got that off. Great St. Mary's roll. And let the clock go.
He did barely get that punt off, and got a great St. Mary's bounce. Here you see it on the Schaff Auto Sales replay. Lands on the 35 and makes it all the way past the 50. So there's one break for the Rough Riders. However, the last time that the Tigers had the ball, they needed about 8 seconds to put 7 more points up on the board.
Yeah, that whole ball rule got 10 seconds off the clock, so we're down to 37 seconds left here for the Galion Tigers. Not showing that they're going to pass here.
And they're going to go deep once again. The ball's up, 50-50. There's Hughes, and he intercepts. Spring Street Storage interception. See if he can make something happen. He's at the 40. And he's going to be run out of bounds with 22 ticks on the clock, and there's a penalty. Yeah, we've got somebody with their helmet off for St. Mary's.
One of the Galion players ripped the helmet off of
Jackson Rammel.
Yeah.
Boy, if that's a personal foul against the Tigers, that is huge. Another 15 tacked onto that huge INT return by Grady Hughes. 22 seconds. It is indeed a personal foul against the Tigers. Yeah, all of a sudden I just saw that Jackson Rammel had his helmet ripped off and flags flying all over the place.
Yeah, great block from Luke Rammel. And then down the field, yeah, Jackson Rammel with the helmet ripped off.
Why are we... Oh, from the spot, they got to march to 15.
Yeah, well, from the end of the play. So just like that, Riders have 22 seconds, knocking on the door, 40-yard line, some momentum.
That was a huge Roots Pub penalty assessed against the Tigers. See what the Rough Riders are able to do with the first time they've been in Tiger territory this entire contest. And we're going to have to take a Miller Funeral Home time out. Coach Fry didn't like what he was seeing and is going to use this time wisely to get the best 22 seconds he can. We'll be right back right after these messages.
St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
Hello.
Alrighty, thanks to all of our fine sponsors. Again, we are running the small package. The production trailer was not able to come up to Galion, so we are bringing to you the best that we can with the small package, what we typically do for a soccer or volleyball game. So here we go, 22 seconds, no timeouts left for the Roughriders. Going to be a reverse, and that's going to go backwards and be the end. Rammel gets brought down.
Riders are running.
Trey Moore's still got to get back across and get set. Minerding does throw it down, and it was too early. Moore wasn't all the way set. Believe this or not, another Roots Pub penalty against the Roughriders. So I think that there was good communication to the Roughriders and whoever that tackler was for the Tigers about what we were running, because he was in the backfield just waiting on that.
Yeah, I think that was a halfback pass. Yep. It was a reverse to Rammel, and Trey Moore was all the way down the field. That's why Trey took so long to get back. But Riders have another shot here, 7 seconds left.
And the shotgun is Minerding. Takes a snap, and he's going to be sacked. Nothing has quite gone right for the Roughriders in this first half of action at Unkreach Stadium in Galion, and it ends with a sack, as you see here, by number 30, Cale Early. And on the Sean Barnett Electric scoreboard, the Galion Tigers 21, St. Mary's 0. We'll be back in a little bit to bring to you the Gwinneri's halftime report.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
I'm Larry Gruber, longtime educator and St. Mary's wrestling coach. If you're in need for any electrical upgrades, whether big or small, for your business or home, reach out to Sean Barnett Electrical at 567-259-8343. Wondering what it would cost to have a generator for your home or business? Contact Sean Barnett Electrical for a complimentary estimate for installation and yearly maintenance. Trying to do electrical work on your own can be shocking and painful. Yow! I'm in Sean's corner, and Sean will be in yours for all your electrical needs.
The importance of quality driver's education for our teens is essential. Capabilities has provided classroom and in-car driving instruction for St. Mary's and surrounding communities for over 20 years. Live classroom and online options are available for our students. Capabilities also administers the Ohio BMV driver's exam for our students and the general public. Contact Capabilities today to learn more about our driver's education services.
Calling all riders. Salina Cycle Center has all of your motorcycle, dirt bike, ATV, and e-bike needs. Need tires, parts, cleaning supplies, and riding apparel? Salina Cycle Center has you covered. If your bike needs tuned up or accessorized, mechanic and owner Aaron Schmidt will have you back on the road or trails. Stop in and see us at 6869 US Route 33 or check out our Facebook page at Salina Cycle Center. Let's ride!
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
Go see Eagle Loan Company in Salina when you need a little extra. Loans made easy, payments made affordable, loans subject to credit approval. Conditions apply.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Ungrich Stadium, Galion, Ohio, for the Guarneri's Pub and Pizzeria halftime show. Unfortunately, if you're looking at the Sean Barnett Electric scoreboard, the Riders are down 21-0. We hope that they're regrouping in the locker rooms and they're going to come out with a new game plan in the second half. I'll tell you what, though, the St. Mary's All Brass Marching Band sounds pretty good tonight, and it's great to see them here on the field. We're going to take a look real quick at some of the statistics from the first half tonight, and it's not pretty for the Riders. First downs, St. Mary's 3, Galion 11. Total yards, St. Mary's 47, Galion 232. St. Mary's was 3 for 6 passing with 1 interception. Galion was 6 for 9 with 1 interception and 1 touchdown. St. Mary's had 18 net passing yards. Galion had 101. St. Mary's has 15 rushes for just 29 yards. Galion sitting with 24 rushes for 131 yards. I think really as much as the yards and the time of possession are going to show differences here, it's really the penalties and the turnovers. St. Mary's has had 2 fumbles, lost 1. Of course, that other interception. Galion has had, they said no fumbles, although I thought we had 1 fumble that they recovered. Yeah, one
Correct.
fumble that they recovered. Penalties, though, St. Mary's, and this is halftime, guys, 8 penalties for 75 yards. Galion, 5 penalties for 45 yards. St. Mary's 4 punts for a total of 145 yards, the longest being 42 yards and the average being 36.3 yards. But get this, the average drive start for St. Mary's, the 19.7 yard line. Average drive start for Galion, St. Mary's is 46.5 yard line. So Galion's average drive start is on the St. Mary's side of the field right now. Time of possession actually isn't as crazy as we thought it might be. Galion 12 minutes and 41 seconds. St. Mary's 11 minutes and 19 seconds. But I tell you, it feels like after that about 2 or 3 minutes into the second quarter that Galion might have been close to 11 minutes and St. Mary's was close to 2 or 3 minutes. So overall, Galion is leading the statistics, obviously, and that's why they're leading 21-0 on the scoreboard. Individually, Aiden Schmidt is 6 for 9 for 101 yards. Aiden Schmidt has 7 rushes for 31 yards. Stuckman has 5 rushes for 26 yards. A little surprised. He started out pretty hot, and we really didn't see much of him going into the second half. They kind of started with the end-around play from the Hay brothers. Camden Kuhlman, 4 rushes for 17 yards. Kane Hay, 3 rushes for 26 yards. Kurt Hay, 2 rushes for 18 yards and that touchdown. Jacob Chalmers, 2 rushes for 12 yards. Looking at receiving, Jacob Chambers, 3 catches for 84 yards and that 50-yard TD. And not a whole lot else from the Galion Tigers for receiving. Looking at the Roughriders, Aiden Meyerding, 3 for 6 for 18 yards passing. Caleb Schmidt, 8 rushes for 27 yards. Dylan Fink, 3 rushes for 13 yards. Luke Rammel, 3 rushes for -3 yards. And Aiden Meyerding, that 1 sack for -8 yards. Total receiving, Dylan Fink, 2 catches for 11 yards, and Grady Hughes, 1 catch for 7 yards. The defense has made some good plays early on, but you just can't expect a defense to be able to carry it being on the field for that long. So
and I'm very surprised when you gave the time of possession, but I think if you remember early on, the defense was on a lot as Galion was grinding it out and running, and we had a 4th down stop early on, and the defense was really playing a lot and on the back of their heels when you're starting on the 46 and short field all of the time. And just very surprising on that short amount of time, that difference between the two. But toward the end of the second half, Galion was pulling all of the arrows out of the quiver, and they were striking quick and giving the ball back to St. Mary's after a touchdown. And I think that's where that separation kind of got closed in there.
Yeah.
St. Mary's All Brass Band, you got to see a little bit there, and under the direction of Madeline Frankenhauser and Howard T. Spencer, put on a good show for the home crowd here at Galion.
So far, they've been the best performing St. Mary's kids that we've seen tonight. So hopefully we can change that in the second half and see some football players make some plays.
Absolutely, and as you pointed out, Galion's going to start the second half with that varsity lanes kickoff, receiving it, and that St. Mary's D has to step up, and it's a tale of two halves, hopefully, and Galion has shown they have a lot of weapons. It's time for St. Mary's to come up with a plan against those weapons and to show some of our weapons as well, which have kind of been non-existent in this first half of action.
Well, Galion had 5 seniors graduate. St. Mary's had 22 seniors graduate, and you never want to play an older, mature team early on in the season, even if you're maybe athletically and coaching-wise relatively equal. Early in the season, you're going to see a lot of mistakes from a team that's putting 22 people in there and trying to get that game time experience, as opposed to a team that's full of seniors that have had a lot of experience and juniors on Galion that have had a lot of experience. But you can't make excuses in this game. You got to make adjustments, make improvements, and come out here in the second half. Hopefully the Riders, players and coaches are doing that. I've seen a lot of not very good lineman play. That's what I'm always looking at. Especially offensively, and they're getting hurt by some of these penalties, which we'll take a look at with rules of the game this week. But it's difficult if you're not able to run the trap with the St. Mary's wing T offense. So in any respect, we're going to come back. We're going to take a quick break and come back here with the Gwinneri's halftime show. We're going to have the halftime trivia from Gwinneri's and also the Big Ralph Rider replay. So we'll be back right after this.
St. Mary's traditions include football, SMAB, and Fowler's TV. Founded in 1957 by Richard and Peggy, Fowler's TV is celebrated, like a Roughrider first down, for its dedication to high-quality electronics, custom installations of indoor and outdoor TVs, Sonos sound systems, surveillance systems, and so much more. With 12 months of special financing available on approved credit, shopping local has never been better. Fowler's knowledgeable and friendly staff uphold the tradition of exceptional customer care, servicing only what they sell with the same or next day service.
I don't always put a new roof on my house, but when I do, I call Eric Anderson with Grand Lake Roofing.
If you're looking for a fast, reliable, trustworthy roofing service, give myself and my team a call at Grand Lake Roofing, 567-890-ROOF.
Gwinneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Gwinneri's can be Roughrider Central. Gwinneri's will be streaming Roughrider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Gwinneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
JT's provides unique menu selections in a casual atmosphere you're sure to love. Whether you stop by for a meal or catch a game in the bullpen, make yourself at home and enjoy. Food, friends, fun. JT's Brew and Grill. Come dine with us today.
And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Roughrider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Roughrider community. Plus One Professionals Real Estate. We're dedicated to making your move smooth and stress-free with our Plus One perks and free use of our moving truck. Plus One Realty, where our agents always go the extra step. Plus One.
Are you looking for a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around. Check out our Facebook page for a full entertainment schedule and daily food specials. Roots Pub, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere.
Welcome back to Galion, Ohio, Unkrich Stadium, where unfortunately the Roughriders are involved in a titanic struggle with the Galion Tigers, down 21-0 at halftime. This is the Guarneri's Pub and Pizzeria halftime show here on Rider Nation Station. Zach Farrell, and I'm joined by Doug Spencer. We're going to get started right here off the bat with the Guarneri's trivia question.
Thanks to Joe Ginner, by the way.
Yeah, thank you, Joe Ginner, for providing these to us each and every week. Hope to have them all season. Your question, get ready for the Guarneri's trivia question. 1968 graduate and former Roughrider football player Thomas Myers graduated from the Naval Academy in 1972. Who was the last Roughrider to graduate and play for the Naval Academy? Again, 1968 graduate and former Roughrider football player Thomas Myers graduated from the Naval Academy in 1972. Who was the last Roughrider to graduate and play for the Naval Academy? We've posted that in the comments of our YouTube page. We're also going to post it on our Facebook page on the link for the football game tonight. Any correct answers will be put into the random generator, and a winner will be chosen, and you'll win a pizza. So thank you for Guarneri's Pizzeria for sponsoring this halftime show. Doug, before the break, we were talking about what St. Mary's needs to do to adjust here, because Galion is getting the ball in the second half. This is one of those games where I don't put it past Coach Fry to maybe come out with an onside kick or something like that early on here. Try to surprise them, try to get some momentum going your way. You got to make a move early in this second half.
Absolutely. I don't know what the philosophy is going to be, but momentum, it non-existent in the first half, other than a huge fourth and goal defensive stand that the Roughrider defense was able to get the ball turned over. And are you going to stray away from that typical grind it out with the trap that has, for the most part, the only time that it worked, it got called back with a penalty. The dives and the sweeps we saw toward the end of the second half, we were in the shotgun formation quite a bit. I would say Aiden Meinerding looks pretty comfortable in the shotgun formation, and there were no long balls that were effective. One got thrown too deep, and it's going to be interesting. Do you go back to the basics and try to improve in the second half? Or do you try to make those big changes and see if you can get some things going your way and get that mo going that you've not seen in the first 2 quarters of action?
It never seems like the Riders are willing to ever throw the basics out the door, but I think that there's a good chance that we're going to see that first offensive drive for the Riders, Aiden Meinerding in shotgun. He looked very comfortable. Aside from that down from that penalty, they were moving the ball. You're not going to have such soft defense like you did in that end of that second half from Galion, but you also have the ability to run out of that a little bit, and maybe that's what the doctor ordered here for that Rough Rider offense. Maybe they need to spread things out a little bit and run the ball out of those formations to get some of the men out of the box. We've certainly seen that work for Galion tonight, but I think at this point when you're down 21-0, you're looking for anything to get that momentum and anything to get some traction here.
And one of the things that had to be talked about, and zero disrespect to our friends at Roots Pub, you have to clean up the penalties. I mean, you've got to strive for an absolute 180 of what we saw in the first half. I believe you said 8 penalties for a total of 75 yards assessed against the Rough Riders in the first half.
And a turnover, 2 turnovers, interception and a fumble.
Yeah, clean game, absolutely not for the Rough Riders.
Well, we're going to go ahead and at this time, we're going to play the Guarneri's Big Ralph Rider replay. We love that we're able to bring this back for another season. I think they've been with us for all 7 years of Rider Nation Station. We obviously, I know my childhood, we grew up with Big Ralph, and we love paying homage to him with the Big Ralph Rider replay. So for this week, here's the Big Ralph Rider replay.
Right across the nose of Nathan Dickman, the center.
Corey Vossler brings them out. Corey turns. It's Bo Fry, and Bo dives. Got it out.
Scooter brings them up. T formation in the backfield. Scooter turns, give the ball Jimmy Holman, trying to go wide, gets a block, breaks a tackle on his way. Jimmy Holman, Holman's at the 20, he's to the 10, touchdown, no flags, Rough Riders are on the board. 51-yard touchdown run by Jimmy Holman, the junior, with 8:20 remaining in the first quarter. It is 6-0.
Wow, that's pretty neat. Bo Fry, Bo dives. Remember those days? I think that came from Corey Vossler and Bo Fry. That would have been my senior year, 2004. State runners-up. Thank you to Guarneri's Pub and Pizzeria again for sponsoring this halftime show and having that Rider replay. Seeing a lot of answers for our Rider Nation Guarneri's trivia tonight. 1968 graduate and former Rough Rider football player Thomas Myers graduated from the Naval Academy in 1972. Who was the last Rough Rider to graduate and play for the Naval Academy? We'll try to get the winner picked here in the start of the third quarter. As of now, you can see the teams are warming up on the field. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have the Varsity Lanes kickoff here to start the second half. And hopefully the Riders can put some change the momentum and change the score on the Sean Burnett Electric scoreboard. So we'll be back with more right after this.
Rough Rider country, if you need a van, truck, car, SUV, motorcycle, camper, boat, or any other form of transportation, come on down to Schaff Auto Sales. I know you got vehicle needs, and I got needs too. I need to know that you got the right kind of truck to get the job done. And I need to know that you got a fun set of wheels to cruise around in. And I need to know that your kids are safe when you take them for a ride.
Thanks, Aaron High, the car guy.
I'm Aaron High, the car guy with Schaff Auto Sales. I sell cars to Rough Rider fans, because that's what I am, and that's who I care about.
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
Hi, I'm Jay Gibson, proud owner of Varsity Lanes since 2003. Visit Varsity Lanes for exceptional fun and mouth-watering food. Opt for our classic ham and cheese or choose from various other delectable options. Every Friday night, join Roughrider fans in the lounge for food, drinks, and St. Mary's football. Can't make it? Takeout and delivery service is available. Varsity Lanes is your go-to spot for daily lunch specials and dinner options. Whether you dine in, take out, or opt for delivery, Varsity Lanes, locally owned and operated, and the home of state bowling champions, and where amazing dining meets fun. Tempted? Visit or call us now. Have you made the call yet?
We did.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Roughrider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Roughriders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
Alrighty, back here. Thanks to Guarneri's Pizzeria for the halftime show. Shout out to all of those at Guarneri's watching us right now. We have a winner on the Guarneri's Pizzeria Trivia Contest, and TJ Mealy is who the randomly selected winner is. Stop by at Laura Yelton State Farm during business hours to pick up the gift certificate for that free pizza. Here's Brady Triplett, first kick on the Varsity Lanes kickoff to start off this second half. See if Rough Riders could get things going their way, change direction of the course of this first half of action.
Aiden Schmidt.
Fink finally gets him slowed down, and Grady Hughes, Owen Ott, and a host of others finally get him brought down, as you see here on the Larry Schaff Auto Sales replay.
While we're watching that, just wanted to give the answer for everybody. So TJ Mealy knew that the answer to the 1968 graduate and former Rough Rider player Thomas Myers graduated from the Naval Academy in 1972. Who was the last Rough Rider to graduate and play for the Academy? TJ Mealy knew that it was Eric Spicer, 2016 WBL Offensive Back of the Year, All-District and All-State. Congratulations to Eric, and congratulations TJ Mealy on that pizza.
We had a lot of correct answers, and the random generator was number 4, which was Mealy. Here comes Hay on the outside, has a lot of running room. He starts at the 16. He's got one Rough Rider to beat. He's got a good angle, and he is going to find all the way to pay dirt. An 84-yard touchdown run by number 18, one of the twins, Kurt Hay.
Next time I'm giving information, I'm going to call the coaches first.
Yes.
The May brothers are... Hay brothers. Sorry, the Hay brothers.
They've been throwing some serious haymakers on the Rough Riders.
Having a night. First play from scrimmage.
26 ticks off the clock, Zach, and Beachy for the extra point, trying to make it 28-0 on the Sean Barnett electrical scoreboard, and he does. The Eagle Loan Company of Salina extra point. They're making it extra, and we're going to take an extra time for more of our commercials right after this.
Television services available in the Gigahood, delivered over our blazing fast fiber internet. Choose TV to fit your family's needs. Enjoy our basic package with all the local channels, or try the extended basic package with sports, news, music, and family entertainment. Download the Your TV Green app and use your Amazon Fire Stick to start watching today. Still need internet? Go to www.telcirco.com and choose the Connect Me button to complete the fiber connection form, and we'll take care of the rest.
Welcome to Ace Cuts Barbershop, a locally owned and family-oriented shop. Our professional team consists of Chase, Scotty, and Jake, and we strive for perfection in every haircut. It's also more than just cutting hair for us. We build great relationships and friendships with everyone that walks through our doors. So come in and see Chase and the crew at 1649 Salina Road, St. Mary's. Let's go Riders!
We're back.
All righty, we're back here at Galion, Anchorage Stadium, and we talked about halftime getting the momentum shifted, and that's not exactly what we were talking about there.
No, just a simple, sweet play from the Tigers, and bad tackling and bad position from the Roughrider defenders.
Here on that varsity lanes kickoff, got a little bit of running room, brought down by number 10, Jamison Glue.
Good job from Fink that time.
At the 31-yard line for St. Mary's.
Well, I believe the Guarneri's halftime stat that you read off, that our average start was 19.6 yard line. So we're at the 31 here to start off the first possession in the second half.
Yeah, 19.7. Beating that, at least.
Minerding goes back under center. Hand off to Fink. Fink bounces off a couple of his own players, spins, has a nice run there. Galion was calling for a fumble. I think we had a fumble earlier from trying to get some extra yards in the first half, so definitely got to make certain that protecting that ball all the way through. That was a good pickup for 4 yards. Second down and 6. And in the first half, we called third and long a lot, Zach, so we definitely need to get forward progress here and get a Fowler's TV first down. I believe that is Taylor Compton that got the call on that, and he does get us a first down. So there's a little bit of a switch as we're looking here at the Schaff Auto replay.
It's been a while since we've been able to say Compton in the backfield.
Yeah.
Just feels right.
Love that Fowler's TV created by the Roughrider offense, and Taylor Compton, number 32 for the Roughriders. He steps out after gaining that first down. Minerding back under center. A lot of defense packed right in the middle. Yeah, Zach, I would say the defensive line won that surge right there.
Yeah, that actually came from the linebackers too. You can see right here they had a double A-gap blitz right on either side of the center. Number 7, just absolutely Cameron Kuhlman. Nobody touched him right in there. Right now, blew up the whole play.
I'll make one last announcement. We're running our small package live stream. Weren't able to bring the production trailer, so not getting all of the bells and whistles for this production, but glad that we could bring it to you, and thankful for the administration at Galion to allow us to bring this game to you.
Fink, the ball carrier.
Fink gets tripped up as soon as he takes the handoff, no gain.
That's Camden Kuhlman, number 11. So we got
Cameron and Camden.
2 Hay brothers, 2 Kuhlman brothers. And then there's a nightmare today for the Riders.
And there's 2 Sigenthal freshmen. Something in the water. Minerding fakes. He's going to throw the ball. Nope, tucks, and he's going to be brought down.
Minerding drop.
Back to the line of scrimmage and presents 4th down and 13. Brady Triplett back onto the field for his 5th punt of the contest.
Well, he had a pretty good pocket there, able to step up, but nothing open downfield. Nowhere for him to go with that one. Tried to get it, take off, do a little run maybe, but Galion defense just too strong. Flying to the ball tonight.
There's a fake, and it got smelled out bigger than Dallas, I would say. And turnover on downs for the Roughriders. The Tigers are going to take over on the Roughrider 39-yard line.
Just if you're going to run the fake, you got to execute up front, and there were 3 guys in the backfield right then. Nobody surprised, nobody blocked.
Next week we will start our rules of the game with Bill Krug and the Coach Bo Fry show. So tune in and find out some of the thoughts of Coach Bo Fry about this contest, the opener of 2025. Hand off to Stuckman. He was called a lot in the first part of the first quarter, and they kind of went away with him with some other weaponry. And they call his number again, and he gets the chains moved that quickly.
Taylor Compton on the stop.
Saw Compton back on D, coming up with the stop there against Stuckman, but not before he gets the chains moved. Back to Stuckman to the right. He bounces out to the right before he's brought down by Grady Hughes. He's getting some deep penetration every time that his number is called.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of down linemen. We're only rushing 4 guys. We're asking the linebackers to try to pick it up, but with the way that Galion's been running tonight, as soon as we start stacking inside, they go outside. If we try to put a little bit more pressure on the outside, they go inside. So it's very tough if we don't have enough guys to make the plays up front.
Go in the opposite field, and that's going to probably be a Roots Pub penalty with the horse collars. Flags come in everywhere. Dylan Fink got on the numbers and pulled him backwards, and so another Roots Pub penalty.
Yeah, we've talked about that in the rules of the game before. It's not supposed to be horse collar if he has a grip of another part of the uniform, but if it's that obvious and aggressive, a lot of times I think they're going to call it. I thought he maybe had his other, watching the replay, maybe he had his other arm sort of tucked around underneath. We'll take a closer look at it this week. But not surprised that it was called either. Don't think it was. Not surprising.
So that advances the ball even further after the Camden Kuhlman sweep first down, and it is now first and goal from the 8-yard line. 7:10 to go. Third quarter of action. Stuckman has a lot of openings, and he's going to find pay dirt at the 7:04 mark. 8-yard touchdown scamper for number 27, senior Braxton Stuckman.
Yeah, too many guys up front, not getting penetration, turning their backs to the ball, trying to find them down the field. Got to find your gap and stay wide and break down. And if you don't make the play, you at least disrupt him and you give time for somebody else behind you to make the play.
Going extra on the extra point here. Beachy is good on the Eagle Loan Company Salina extra point. And so with that extra point, on the Sean Barnett Electrical scoreboard, 6:53 to go, the third quarter, Tigers 35, Roughriders 0.
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. by using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy. All your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spies Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Well, Zach, typically we like to hear the running clock being announced, but not in this fashion.
No, usually it's on the other side, but running clock starting now for the Riders. 35-0, 6 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the third quarter.
More fumbles it, picks it back up on the 1 yard line, pushed from behind at the 17-yard line. And as we mentioned, that clock will just continue to tick on the Sean Barnett Electrical scoreboard.
Moore gets up and limping again.
Except they've blown it dead for some reason.
Looks like injured player.
Oh, we have an injured player for the Tigers is why.
Good news is he's walking off on his own weight, it looks like. A little bit of help from a coach. Well, the Riders got nothing to lose at this point. It's tough. You don't want to just start throwing trick play and get real desperate. You usually just want to try to go to your bread and butter and try to start working towards what you need to work on in practice this week and start what you're going to need for next Friday against Bath at home.
Starts this possession off on the 18. Again, we talked about start of possession for the Roughriders has been problematic, but here's Schmidt, gets his number called, tripped up, had a little bit of real estate there, but got an arm in the way of the foot, gets him tripped up. And
this is a classic example of senior leadership here. Number 2, just little Sam Evans, 5'9", 165, made that tackle, just tripping him up. But he's a senior. He's been playing. He's got that experience. He's able to get in there and just do enough to trip up Schmidt.
Fullback house, turn to Schmidt's got some real estate, and he's dragging some people, and he's going to get to about the 44-yard line. That's going to be another Fowler's TV first down. Number 38, Caleb Schmidt, a senior, 5'10", 195-pounder.
Good job from Caleb Schmidt. Good hard running. A lot of penetration on that side of the ball, but he was able to get past it and get downfield.
Looks like we got a timeout for injury, so we'll go ahead and take timeout and come back right after this.
I'm Larry Gruber, longtime educator and St. Mary's wrestling coach. If you're in need for any electrical upgrades, whether big or small, for your business or home, reach out to Sean Barnett Electrical at 567-259-8343. Wondering what it would cost to have a generator for your home or business? Contact Sean Barnett Electrical for a complimentary estimate for installation and yearly maintenance. Trying to do electrical work on your own can be shocking and painful. Yow! I'm in Sean's corner, and Sean will be in yours for all your electrical needs.
All righty. After that injury timeout, St. Mary's looking to continue to advance to Tiger Field. First down and 10 after that Caleb Schmidt run. Turns. Schmidt trying. It's going to get a couple.
Well, we ran a trap without a penalty. That's a good part about that one. Did get good 4 yards from that.
Sam Eastout also in on the tackle.
The senior Schmidt giving it his all. It's not easy. He's his legs are chopped pretty quickly as soon as he tries to get past the line of scrimmage, and he just keeps those legs going, gets whatever he can get. Got a gain of about 3, 2nd and 7. Minor ding. Turns, Schmidt immediately gets hit. It's going to get another couple, but good hard hit by number 7, a name we've called a lot, Cameron Kuhlman. It looks like we have another injury timeout, some cramping that's going on here. So looks like that's going to be a little while, so we'll go ahead and take another break. Be right back after this.
The importance of quality driver's education for our teens is essential. Capabilities has provided classroom and in-car driving instruction for St. Mary's and surrounding communities for over 20 years. Live classroom and online options are available for our students. Capabilities also administers the Ohio BMV driver's exam for our students and the general public. Contact Capabilities today to learn more about our driver's education services.
Calling all riders. Salina Cycle Center has all of your motorcycle, dirt bike, ATV, and e-bike needs. Need tires, parts, cleaning supplies, and riding apparel? Salina Cycle Center has you covered. If your bike needs tuned up or accessorized, mechanic and owner Aaron Schmidt will have you back on the road or trails. Stop in and see us at 6869 US Route 33 or check out our Facebook page at Salina Cycle Center. Let's ride!
All righty, we're back. 3 consecutive plays, 3 injuries. That was the tackler on that last one. Hard hit, but it looks like he's having some leg cramp issues, so he finally gets walked off. And St. Mary's offense, 3rd down and 6. And we're going to get another Fowler TV 1st down with that Caleb Schmidt run. Here you see it on the replay.
Good job, Caleb Schmidt, right up the middle. Just excellent blocking. Just wish we would have saw that in the first quarter.
When you watch that replay, his knees are so close to the ground, but he just keeps driving and driving, getting the extra yardage. Again, full back house, 3:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. Colin Schmidt's number again. He's going to get to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, we know Schmidt can run the ball hard. We just get, the line needs to catch up to be able to get him some. You can't have people in the backfield in this offense. You've got to, if you're going to make contact, it needs to be 1 or 2 yards down the field, and then you let the running backs do the work after that.
Schmidt gets the call again. It's going to be stopped at the 40-yard line. Looks like we had a little discrepancy between the 2 linesmen there. One was on the 39, one was on the 40, but 40 prevails.
Sure looked like Caleb jumped forward a little bit, didn't it? Looks like number 52, Glass, came out of the ball game too, limping a little bit. Didn't see who came in for him there. Looks like maybe number 60, Miguel Valadez, freshman.
Got a little counter action to Fink, but he's pulled down from behind by the number that we talked about in pregame, number 55, Zach Sally, 6'1", 223-pound senior. And he just brought Dylan Fink down, as you see here, from behind.
Yeah, and he's too good. He's too good to run to his side, but he's really too good when you don't block him. And you saw 2 guys run right past him there on the line of scrimmage, looking for guys down the field. Take the guy that's right in front of you. That's an experience thing. That's a seeing game reps. Seeing the guys in front of you as you're pulling out. You gotta. You'll never be wrong if you just hit the guy that's right in front of you on that.
Hopefully we can hit enough guys to get 4 yards on this 4th down here. Fink is going to be shy, but in comes a Roots Pub penalty from the referee in the backfield. Usually goes against the Roughriders in this situation, or against the offense, I mean. And we do get a hold against St. Mary's. It's going to be declined by the Tigers, and that's going to be turned over. Spring Street Storage turnover on downs, favoring the Galion Tigers.
Turnover on downs does stop the clock. It stopped at 49 seconds here in the third quarter. But it will be running again once the Tigers get going.
Stopped right now at 48, and they have started it. Here comes Mr. Aiden Schmidt at quarterback. Clock's down to 30 seconds. Hands off to Stuckman. Stuckman still moving. He's going to get close to the 43-yard line. His knee must have hit, let's watch it here on the replay. He advanced a lot farther than that, but they call him down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, I think he at least got another yard from there. At least we're seeing bad spots on both sides.
Well, that's the end of the third quarter here at Galion. One more quarter to go, see what the Roughriders have in store. We'll see that right after these messages.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
Go see Eagle Loan Company in Salina when you need a little extra. Loans made easy.
Alrighty, back here. Start the fourth quarter.
Gain is to the 49.
Missed a first down run by the Tigers. Almost to Rough Rider territory. Ball placed on the Tiger 49-yard line. Well, Zach, you got a long ride here. You're going to have a longer ride back, even though it's the same distance to and fro.
Yeah, it's one of those where nobody talks on the ride home, and that's a long hour 45 ride back.
And they just moved the chains again. Just hard running straight down the middle of the field. And, you know, I mentioned this at halftime. They've been pulling out a lot of arrows from the quiver. They are very deep in athleticism and ability on the offensive side.
Yeah, they're mixing it up really nice. The coaches for Galion have called a great game. They're just really taking what the riders are giving them. If just right there, you know, the middle was open, so they ran it up the middle. As soon as riders start setting on the middle, they start running it to the outside, and they've got the athletes to make those plays too.
Matthew Murray on the side.
And that's
the Hay brothers are really impressive running on those outside.
They've given the ball the last couple of times to a new running back, number 20, Ian Sumter. So they just keep adding to the offensive weaponry that they possess. Little misstep there, and results in Compton smelling that out and bringing them down behind the line of scrimmage. So 1 yard loss. Be nice to see the defense get a stop and a punt situation.
Yeah, good job shedding the block there. I think Owen Ott got in there and Compton cleaned it up.
Schmidt goes under center. In the eye. Rolls to the right. Quick throw to number 13. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. Number 13, Cohen Adams. Just again, another great execution. Good set of hands off the well-thrown ball by Schmidt here. And again, good camera work. I mentioned them earlier, but we have Ross Henshin and Justin Chisholm above us capturing all of the plays for you. Thank you, guys. Sumter gets hit about the 20-yard line by a host of Roughriders.
Great job from all of our crew tonight. Dave Walbacher, Rich Spencer. Doug, thank you for all your behind-the-scenes work of getting Rider Nation Station here, and thanks to the Galion administration for letting us come here.
It's been a long 10 days. But so glad that we were able to get here, and wish the score was a little bit different, but glad we're able to bring this to you from Galion. Sumter, they've just been calling his number the entire time, and here comes another Roots pup penalty. See if we got a hold against the Tigers here.
Sure do. Looks like number 50. A little bit of a late flag. Thought maybe it was for a little bit of extracurricular drawing there, but indicating a hold.
Tomorrow we do have the St. Mary's Foundry highlight reel. A couple things definitely to watch. In the first quarter, we had that defensive stand, and we've had that pick by Grady Hughes with a nice return, followed by a personal foul. He thought, oh, that's going to get us to where we need to be. Just couldn't finish on that before the half, and the Rough Riders find themselves at the 7:25 mark, down 35-0. Might have a Spring Street Storage turnover. Love to see who made that initial hit and made that ball get coughed up. Nice stepping up here. Boom, 63. That's Rammel, I believe. 63. Jackson Rammel, 5'11" junior. That's a good hit right there. Put that on the St. Mary's Foundry highlight reel for tomorrow.
Good stick from Jackson Rammel.
You know, and really need to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. Again, we've not been able to do it as we typically do, but Mr. Bank Capabilities, Dr. Spees Chiropractic, Grand Lake Roofing, Uglaze Equipment Rental, Plus One Professional Real Estate, Eagle 767, JT Brew and Grill, Rider Rooters, MHS Alumni Foundation, B-Dubs, Albert Sporty Goods, TSC, and you're going to hear more from our sponsors with this Miller Funeral Home timeout.
Go see Eagle Loan Company in Salina when you need a little extra. Loans made easy, payments made affordable, loans subject to credit approval. Conditions apply.
St. Mary's Eagle 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's.
Alrighty, thank you to Miller Funeral Home timeout. Minor ding. A little fake handoff. He's going deep. Oh, there's a hold right there. It's got to be called. Got to throw that flag, and he does not. Let's check that out. Dylan Fink. All right, see if we can catch. We're not going to get it on that camera angle, but he wrapped his arms around Fink as he was getting behind him. No call. Unfortunate. Like the play call.
Yeah, might as well see what you can do. Go deep here. Test out your passing game a little bit. May need it a lot more than you thought this year.
Presents 2nd down and 10 from the Riders' 28-yard line. In this shotgun, Minor ding, looking for Hughes. Nice delivery, nice catch. Hughes trying to get a little extra. Tangled up with number 23, Caden Dick, which is the son of the head coach, Matt Dick. Good pitch and catch, as you see right there. Hughes finally able to get in the action with a reception there. He did have a reception of the other sorts in the first half with the INT.
Clock continues to run. 5 minutes and 30 seconds here left in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for the Riders.
Hand off to Compton. Compton knows how to get that first down marker, and that's going to be a Fowler's TV. First down should be, yep, they are pointing to move those sticks. Fowler's TV, first down.
Just classic little 17 off tackle to the fullback. Compton brings a little bit more speed to that. And he's really hitting the hole nice. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit more of Compton in the backfield next week.
Compton junior linebacker getting some reps in the backfield. And a Roots Pub penalty. It's going to be off. It's going to be defensive encroachment.
Yep, we can see right here.
Oh, yeah.
D-end is way over the line here.
Good shot by our camera guys. Good job with the replay, Larry Schaff Auto Sales replay. That's going to put St. Mary's in a 1st down and 5 situation.
Zadrian Williams, just a freshman for Galion. A little learning experience there at the end of the game. And it looks like their D tackle's pretty far over too right now.
Hand off to Schmidt, right side. Schmidt trying to find a little bit of real estate. Makes good on passing the yard markers. Going to be another Fowler's TV 1st down. Coach Matt Dick getting a lot of substitutions in as he possesses a 35-0 lead on that Sean Barnett electrical scoreboard. St. Mary's trying to find pay dirt for the first time. Minerding back to pass, rolls out, throws a strike. Can't tell if that's number 3 for the Rough Riders.
Carter Verbright, the tight end. See him right there, just engages his guy, gets a release out into the flat. Sure-handed catch there. Nice job from Carter.
Reception.
Looks like about a gain of 5. More substitutions for the Tigers. Counter action. Luke Rammel, the ball carrier.
Luke Rammel came from the wingback position. Everybody flowed to the right, through the counter of the back. Pretty good patience there from Luke, letting his guys get downfield, get some blocks.
2.5 minutes to go in this opener.
Nice job by LJ Ruane getting downfield there.
But we've got a Roots Pub penalty. And it's going to be another lining up in the neutral zone.
Dead ball, outside on Galion.
Well, Zach, next Friday we're going to be home against Bath, and I think Bath is returning a lot of talented players back for the Wildcats, so it'd be interesting to see what that game presents.
Yeah, they remind me, unfortunately, a lot of Galion. Strong running back, very good quarterback that can run, defensively sound, a lot of returning guys from Bath. Riders got a whole week to prepare for them and hopefully put together a good game plan because the Wildcats are coming to town. That's a good thing. St. Mary's will be at home, but coming to town, and they come with a lot of experience.
Hand off to Schmidt. Gets it inside the 5-yard line. And we are under 60 seconds to go. Rough Riders are trying to find that Salina Cycle Center touchdown. That's been elusive for them this entire contest. 45 seconds. Full house. Schmidt.
He's in.
And Schmidt does cross the goal line for that Salina Cycle Center touchdown. Caleb Schmidt, his father, the owner of Salina Cycle Center, puts 6 points. Puts 6 points up on the board, and now we are ready for the Eagle Loan Company Salina extra point. Oh, it's bobbled. Rammel throws it up. And St. Mary's going to stay stuck on 6, 35-6. We've got a few messages to bring to you, and then we'll finish this last 37 seconds out right after this.
St. Mary's traditions include football, SMAB, and Fowler's TV. Founded in 1957 by Richard and Peggy, Fowler's TV is celebrated, like a Roughrider first down, for its dedication to high-quality electronics, custom installations of indoor and outdoor TVs, Sonos sound systems, surveillance systems, and so much more. With 12 months of special financing available on approved credit, shopping local has never been better. Fowler's knowledgeable and friendly staff uphold the tradition of exceptional customer care, servicing only what they sell with the same or next day service.
I don't always put a new roof on my house, but when I do, I call Eric Anderson with Grand Lake Roofing.
If you're looking for a fast, reliable, trustworthy roofing service, give myself and my team a call at Grand Lake Roofing, 567-890-ROOF.
Guarneri's Pizza.
Alrighty, 37 seconds to go. Varsity Lane kickoff.
Looking at that extra point, that Eagle Loan Company Salina extra point, just a bad snap. Ball came a little far outside, out of the reach of Luke Rammel. Tried to make the most of it, but unable to.
Brady Triplett to kickoff here on the Varsity Lanes kickoff. 37 ticks of the clock. Strong leg of Brady Triplett puts it in the end zone.
Goes through the end zone for a touchback. Galion will start on the 20-yard line.
Well, Zach, in games like this, it just gets difficult to come up with things to say. But this is week 1. There's 9 more weeks left, and hopefully a future thereafter. So you got to put this one to bed and learn from it and move forward. And you know that you've got the Bath Wildcats coming to. I've heard people talk. They're after a WBL title, which everybody is, but they want it. They can smell it.
Yeah, I think what you say is it doesn't matter if you lose by 1 or lose by 29. A loss is a loss. So you try to wipe off the bad parts of this game, try to figure out what you did good, and you try to come up with a game plan for Bath, and that you say we're going to take advantage of some of these things here.
Well, that's going to bring this first game of 2025 to a close. Both teams lining up and shaking hands, and St. Mary's Memorial Roughriders have a long trip home. We are going to take a few commercials and come back with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes post-game review.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Rough Rider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Rough Rider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
JT's provides unique menu selections in a casual atmosphere you're sure to love. Whether you stop by for a meal or catch a game in the bullpen, make yourself at home and enjoy. Food, friends, fun. JT's Brew and Grill. Come dine with us today.
And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Roughrider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Roughrider community.
Welcome back to Galion, Ohio for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes postgame show. As you can see, that both teams gathered in the middle of the field for a postgame prayer. That's Fellowship of Christian Athletes' favorite play of the game. It's a rough one tonight for Roughrider fans. Scores 35-6. Galion, the victors. Looking real quick at the final statistics. First down, St. Mary's 11, Galion 17. Total yards, St. Mary's 163, Galion 388. Passing, St. Mary's 5 for 9 with 1 interception, Galion 7 for 10, 1 interception, 1 touchdown. Rushing, St. Mary's 36 rushes for 131 yards, Galion 37 rushes for 274 yards. Penalties, St. Mary's did clean it up a little bit in the second half. 9 penalties for 83 yards, Galion 8 penalties for 65 yards. St. Mary's just 1 for 7 on third down conversions. Some big penalties, created some huge third downs. It's hard to get first downs on that. Galion was 3 for 6 on their first downs. Average drive start, St. Mary's 21.5 yard line. Galion, their 45.4 yard line. Time of possession, St. Mary's actually ended up with almost 27 minutes. Galion 20 minutes, but Galion didn't need a lot of possession in the second half, able to take advantage of where they did. So rough night for the Riders, but it's only 1 loss. They're able to come back next week, try to put up a better showing and more competitive attitude for the Lima Bath Wildcats.
And we've said pretty much everything that we needed to say as the broadcast was coming to a closure. And Sean Barnett, electrical scoreboard. Galion 35, St. Mary's 6, and a lot of reflection time on the trip back home, and watch the game film, and definitely clean a lot of things up and get ready for the Wildcats. Definitely need to show a lot of appreciation toward Galion administration for allowing Rider Nation Station to come live stream this game, and we are in deep gratitude to them for making this happen for us, and for our guys that traveled with our small package crew here. We definitely appreciate Ross Henshin and Justin Chisholm, Dave Walbacher, Rich Spencer, and Zach. And I've got to go catch a big yellow thing across the way, so I'll let you wrap everything else up.
Well, thanks, Doug Spencer. For everyone here at Rider Nation Station, we'll see you guys next week at home with the Lima Bath. We'll see you next time.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Hey there.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.